Hey guys, welcome back to the Datsun truck build. Right now, as you last saw on the end of our last video, we got the rear subframe kind of mocked into place. Right now, we are going to work on locating where the pieces that we added on need to be drilled in order to bolt it on. These are the bolts that were originally mounted on the car. We're planning to reuse these, but the one issue that we have was the original frame or body on the Miata actually had studs for it to bolt through, and since we're obviously moving away from that, we don't have that. So I'm gonna have to go through and order some nuts for these, as well as enough hardware to do 4 more places. So I'm gonna take care of that in the meantime, but once we get everything drilled, we can actually start to mock everything back into place suspension wise. So after we drill everything, we're gonna get it flipped over. We're just gonna locate the rear for now, and then work on getting all of the control arms and everything mounted up onto the truck so we can get back to a roller. So keep on watching. So now, in order to locate the subframe, one of the things that I'm gonna have to do before we start drilling, obviously, is to locate our holes. First thing I'm going to do is take a measurement from where the bolt holes are on either side, figure out where it is going to be centered in between the frame, and then use a grease pencil and a straight edge basically to draw a line all the way across. That will be our first guideline, and then we can start taking measurements from the back of the frame onto it and as well as across, so that way we can make sure that all our dimensions are square and everything is lined up where it needs to be. Okay, so that looks like it's 31 and 5/8. That will be our reference point. It's a little bit different because of how these are slotted. 31 and 3/8. Yeah, so our subframe bolting holes are 31 and 3/8 apart, and the frame gapping is 35 and 1/8. So we just gotta do a little bit of math, and then we can figure out where we need to locate the center lines for our bolts. No, I do not. So we did the math. We figured out that we need to go in from the edge of the frame 1 7/8 on each side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark it on each side and then measure just to confirm. And after we get everything good, I'm gonna draw the line all the way across to the back, and then we can start measuring up from how far forward from the back of the frame we need to be. Okay, so we measured it, confirmed that we were centered, and then just basically took our straight edge and drew lines from front to back. We're happy with where these are. If there's any little bit that it might be off, it's not going to be much. So from now, we're going to set down the rear subframe, line it up, and then start figuring out where we need to have it placed in order to get our bolt holes located. All right, so now we located our rear holes. We did it on each side. We made sure to measure from the back and also from crossways, and made sure that they're lined up where they need to be. So now we have our hammer and a tap, and we're gonna center punch it and then go at it with some nice drill bits and some WD-40 and cut ourselves some holes. Can't even see it.
Yeah.
Alright, now that we have our rear holes drilled, we can tip the subframe back down, get it lined up to figure out where we need to drill our front holes, as well as we can decide if we want to drill those middle holes. Alright, so we got the rest of the holes drilled for the subframe, as you can see down here. So now what that means is we can get the frame flipped back over and start mounting on all the control arms. Unfortunately, the GoPro died, so we don't know where the time lapse ended, but obviously you'll see that in the video. But we have the suspension almost entirely, at least for the control arms, together. One unfortunate thing is we're missing the hardware for this rear upper control arm. Worst case scenario, I just need to order another set, but not that big of a deal. Pretty soon here though, we should be able to start figuring out mounting in the engine and the transmission and figuring out the drive line. But before that, we are actually closing in on our 1-year anniversary of starting YouTube. So we wanted to do first the cleaning because the garage is a mess, and then give you guys an update on where projects stand, where other things stand, and some other things that we might be interested in doing. So we hope you'll stick around for that, and soon after that we'll get back to the truck. So we hope you enjoyed watching. As usual, if you enjoyed watching us build this crazy contraption of a truck, give us a like, comment, and subscribe. We hope you enjoyed following along the journey so far, and we look forward to giving you guys some more exciting videos to watch. Till next time. The CB3 fabrication hardtops for the ND generation Miata are now available. If you are interested in ordering a hardtop, go to cb3fabrication.com. And if you would be interested in learning how to drive on a racetrack, Track offers driving clinics as well as providing several sessions for more experienced drivers. Go to track.llc to learn more.